That was good. Okay, we live on YouTube. YouTube is like high definition for real. I gotta do something about this light. What's up? What's good? Well, hello there. Everyone that's making a room way into this room. Peace and blessings. I hope today has been an amazing day for you on this holiday Monday. It's good that it falls on a Monday meltdown. Y'all already know how we have to do this. Got to give out a few disclosures. I'm going to open up the floor a little bit and let more people make their way in. Anyway, we shooting live, right? We streaming live from YouTube at Adonis Johnson. We still doing this thing, right? And I'm doing live from Facebook Live. I'm grateful for everybody that has watched my development, has watched me grow. Most importantly, I'm very excited about those people that continues to log in. I don't care if you took one line from this feed, it has helped your life, it has helped develop you. And I choose to believe that your presence has definitely made the biggest difference in your surroundings, in your family, right? And I believe that change is on the way. For some of you, you are that change. When you show up, you're going to change everything around you. You're going to change the conversation. You're going to change the outlook. You're going to change the circumstances. Just by your presence, you will become the change. Some people are waiting on you, right? They're waiting on you to arrive. They're waiting on you to finish. Some people, they want to be at peace, but they can't be at peace till they make sure that God has put that fire out in you, right? That wild side, that want to do what you want to do, that want to think you grown side, that think you know everything side. Some of your parents still waiting on you to sit here and just retire your little self so you can get over here to the other side to get what you need. Well, my name is Adonis D. Johnson. I'm a transformation coach slash I'm the author of I Am My Life Coach. It's a self-help book used as for self-help tips as well as self-help weapon to help you ground yourself in this thing called life so that you won't miss anything. To bring you to a sense of awareness is to be present, to be accountable, to be responsible, most importantly, to be available, right? A lot of us, we miss what it is that we should have. We have the ability, but we don't have the availability. We're busy doing everything but what we should be doing. Today, I'm here to step in and fill in the gap, hoping that the Invisible Crown Army can show up with me and we all can have a funky, good time with God because I don't do nothing without God, okay? And some of you, I wouldn't do this feed without you logging on. What's going on, Tamiko, Sister Sonia? Oh, it looks like the Army here. Kat, what's up? Janine, what's good? We are already ready to lock and load it. YouTube, okay, Darius on deck. So listen to me, you guys. We on the battlefield, right? This is something I came up. I didn't come up really to agree with the way you think. I like to challenge the way you think. Why do I want to challenge the way you think? Because when Christ entered into my life and came to my life, he challenged me. I had every excuse, every reason in the world to why I was not exceeding in life, why I wasn't going anywhere in life. To me, I thought I had the devil under my feet. If somebody said, where the devil at? I'd be like, under my feet, under my feet. I took the shackles off my feet so I can dance, put the devil under your feet. Where I would ask each and every last one of you, look under your feet. Do you see the devil under your feet? Well, if the devil is not under your feet, then he must be moving around and he's working against you, right? Not to mention, if he's under your feet, then who you gonna blame now? Some of us, we don't want the devil under our feet because if the devil was under our feet, then we don't have nobody to blame why we're not further in life, for why we don't have the things feel like we should have, well, guess what? Let's just kill all the excuses. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real about everything. That's what I had to do. So on the battlefield called life, what did I have to do? I had to surrender. I had to surrender to who? I had to surrender to myself. My way just don't work. My way don't work. Don't matter how I look at it, how I tried to slice it, how I tried to cut it. There's no getting around the Creator. Some of you have created some situations, and this thing done booby trapped you to the point where you can't even get around what you created. So I had to go to the Creator. The Creator sent someone to me, and I had to have a real moment. And in that real moment, I recognized that my way was not the right way. I did not do the things I should have done. I was not experienced enough to even be speaking some of the stuff that I was speaking. But when I got in His presence, I had a real moment. For some of you, you haven't had your real moment, but you can have yours now. So I believe in this thing called life. I can't live life without the Spirit. I have to have the Spirit that came to talk to me. I have to have that Spirit. I don't care if nobody believe me. Okay, I believe me. This is my job to do what I'm supposed to do. So what I do is I call a time out, right? On the battlefield, on life. Whose life? Your life. That's the narrative. That's the ground that I'm laying right now. The grounding is we all got to call a time out. This is not no competition thing. This is not no come together thing. This is just a moment for yourself. That's what you need. That's what I need. And if some of you don't feel like you need anything, then I'm grateful for you showing up for me, because guess what? I have to be here. Without no purpose, I don't have no life. And without I Am My Life Coach, this is my life right here. Right. So I come here to show you that, listen, this is my life, but I'm willing to share this life that I have and hope that it'll help you gain control over the life that you will have as well. So I call on the Spirit that calls on me. As I call this time out, I reach out and I say, God, listen, we are here right now, God. You know exactly where we at. You know what we need and when we need it. And today we need to hear from you. Today we need your presence. Today we need your Spirit. And the only way for us to receive that is to first stop, and we have to pause, and we have to identify. So I'm asking everybody to get in your best position right now as we call this time out. Lord, they hear whoever that comes into this room, I ask that you will give them something that they will not leave out the same way they came in. God, you know exactly where we at, the Invisible Crown Army. Release them now so they can take their position in our lives while we going through this thing called life. We are so grateful, God, that you've given us another opportunity to do better. We're so grateful that you allowed us to participate in a day called today. And for that right there, we're going to give you glory for that as well, God. God, I ask that you will remove and disable any and everything that would distract us, any and everything that would try to have a hold on us, anything that doesn't happen mentally in our mind, in our past. God, our eyes needs to be focused on you, but we recognize that we had the blind leading us. Even we led ourselves into some blind situations, but today, God, we throw ourselves before you right now. We ask that you will enable our ears so that we can hear, enable our eyes so we can see, enable our hearts so that we can feel. And we welcome you into our current situation right now. And we are so grateful that you're making your way in, that even though we can't go up there, we're grateful, God, that this is a two-way street, that you can come down here. So we're grateful for that right there, God. We thank you that you blessing our homes and our children and our community and our family and our friends. It's because of us. You are equipping us with more than we can equip ourselves with. God, we just ask for balance right now, to be refreshed and to be restarted, to be renewed and to be restored. Those are things that we need your help with. For some of us, God, we don't know what to ask for, but you give the angels charge over us. And for that, we even say thank you for that part right there. Because, God, we get to a point where life continues to change us on a second to second basis right now. But with you, you allow us to shift as well. So I'm asking that everybody that can hear my voice, that we will shift together. We will be on the same beat. We will be on the same frequency. We will be on the same accord, God. And as you continue to provide for us and use my voice, Lord, remove anything that I might have, my voice, the sound, anything that might distract somebody, to make them feel like this is not where they're supposed to be. Then, God, I'm asking you to deal with them before I have to deal with them. We thank you for the love that you give us. We thank you for the security that you give us. We thank you for the protection that you provide for us. We thank you for the table that you building on our behalf, the seat that you made, that you assigned our name to. God, we're grateful that no one else can sit in a seat that you created specifically for us, each and every last individual. We don't sit on no bench. We have a seat that you have assigned for us. God, I ask that you allow the angels to take its place and help us to get into those assigned seats so we can advocate on behalf of our family and those that you are sending to us to speak on their behalf as well. We're grateful that you entrusted in us, whatever it is you provided for us, that we will be responsible over those gifts, those talents, and those tools as we continue to feed your people. Feed us, God, and we'll feed your people. And this is all for your name's sake, because your name is on the line. In Jesus' name, we offer this prayer. In Jesus Christ's name, we offer this prayer. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. Now that was it. Yes, God. That was it right there. Hold on now. Don't y'all go silent on me. Wait a minute. Yeah. Now this is the Monday meltdown, but I'm feeling something great on me right now. I'm feeling something on me right now. So I'm trying to get my little self together, because I realized I can't do this by myself. I need you guys. Don't you leave me by myself, okay? I'm so grateful that you guys don't leave me on this feed line by myself. I need help. I need assistance. I got things that I'm trying to do, but I got a lot of people that's coming up against me for being me, right? I never seen so many people that have so much to say about what you do. Like, listen, what I do don't have no effect on you at all, but it really do. You mean tell me I can make somebody get frustrated and aggravated? Why? Right? Why? I can tell you why. It's because that's jealousy. Jealousy is love and hate operating at the same time. I love you, AJ, because of what you do, but, and when you put a but in there, it always cancel out. That's when you know the intellect kicks in, right? We learned last week that God stated, I give to you whatever you ask for, I give to you without finding fault. Well, we live in a time zone where everybody finds fault in something. I ain't gonna say everybody, but trust and believe me, there will be somebody that's trying to pick you apart. And what do I look to do? I look to strengthen you. For some of us, I spent many years not knowing what putting on the full armor of God is. I mean, I can hear people preach it to me. I can hear people say, you got to put the armor on. I get outside in the world, you hear somebody, I tell them what's going on with me, and they be like, you got to put your armor on. And I be like, man, what's this armor? And I go looking, trying to find out, put the armor. Why everybody know how to put the armor on, but no one instructed me. Like, who teach to put the armor on? Like, what class is this? Did I get this in grammar school? I get it in high school? I get this in college? Like, I get this in the workforce? Now I'm at the job. Man, you got to put your armor on. And I'm looking like, what's up with this armor thing, right? And, it's just, the way we communicate is so much out of alignment. No one really taught us what we should do or things like that. Let me push pause for a second. Let me push pause in the timeout for the timeout. What's going on, Tamika and Darius? Peace and blessings for everybody that's logging in on YouTube. I love everybody for just coming in and just, getting around me and surrounding me, right? I'm hurting and you guys are healing me by showing the respect that we have. I have nothing but respect for you. I'm grateful, and hopefully you're not ashamed of me, that I'm just gonna be me, right? If we can accept everybody else, we can accept your uncle as a drunk, and we can accept somebody else as a drug addict, and we can accept this person here as that. Y'all can at least accept me in this state of feeling like, God is calling me to do something, right? Accept me like that, right? But don't judge me. And we're going to get into that as well. But before I go even further, you guys know when we fast, the Invisible Crown Army, we fast every first of the month. 12 hours liquid only, from 6 in the morning to 6 at night, just liquid only. We believe you got to stop. And I tell you this, it works. It's a reminder. I was given this 3 years ago, I believe, and we've been doing it faithfully ever since, right? Well, I can't really say how many people do it. I just know I do it. I do it for you. I do it so I can come on and talk to you. And what does that look like, right? Well, it's 12 months in a year. I feel like every hour represents a month. Every hour represents a month. Right now, we're in the 6th month as of tomorrow. This is almost like the end of the second quarter. When we get to the end of the second quarter, which will be June, we will be at the halfway point. That's very critical for some of us. Listen, we've been moving forward, but for other people, you've been moving side to side. You've been moving, but you ain't moving forward. I'm here to help get that thing shifted in the right gear because I have an assignment and I have a calling that's been placed on me. And that calling is to get your gears shifted so I can get you in place, throw you up there, drag you up there, pull you up there. However I get you there, all I care about is getting you there so you can get what you need. I don't ask for anything. My assignment is to bring you up there. Bring you up there so you can keep it moving. For some people, you're not going to get the acknowledgement that you rightfully deserve. But anyway, every month, every hour, it represents every month. So tomorrow, we're in the 6th month. The first 6 hours will be the thank you. Thank you for January, February, March, April, May, right? May, those are the 5 months that just passed. So he done covered us all the way up until that point. So the least we can do every hour is just say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For some of you, you have made tremendous growth in these past 5 months, right? These last 5 months has been a trial. It has been, for some people, it has been a test, but it seemed like you are on top of this thing. For some of you, you starting to pick up on my voice. You starting to see that I'm not this angry guy that the feed is making me out to be. I'm not this guy that's yelling like somebody told me. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first heard you, I was like, what is this? Right? I'm listening to this, and then I heard the sound come out like all that, and I'm like, what is this, man? I can't watch this foolishness, right? Call my flying foolishness. I said, and I had to listen to them, and I started to pound them right there and there like foolishness. You don't know we the Invincible Crown Army, you calling the general foolishness? And then they said it took for them to say, you know what? Let me be fair. Let me watch another feed and let me watch the whole entire feed. But I can't watch that last one, but I'm going to watch the next one. Open ears. And they listened to the whole thing and they said, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. So to the point, I done went back and started watching all your other feeds now. And trust me, you are doing an amazing job. Rochelle, peace and blessings for all the people that's making their way into this feed line. What's up, Felicia? People that's making their way. We all had the same thing. Don't sit here and act like you came on this feed like, oh, this is AJ. He's finna be off the chain, blah, blah, blah. Some of you came on like, man, this dude is finna bomb, right? I don't know what the heck this dude about to do. Trust me, I said the same thing. When I started opening up these live feeds, I was literally like, look, ain't nobody gonna listen to me, God. Listen, I'm the last one. I did way, way more things. God, I got so much dirt, Lord. Only you know this dirt. And when God worked through me, it's no telling what he gonna use in order to help get that point across. That's why some of you can't be called to the higher position because there's some things in your life that you're not ready to own yet. Me, I had no other choice. Remember what I said, my way didn't work. I thought that this was how it was supposed to happen and the outcome didn't give me the right results. Well, I live with those bad results. But when the Spirit of God came to me, I didn't have to live with the results any longer. I just had to identify that what I did was not the proper way. For some of us, we enter into things and we have no expectations on what we look to do as an individual. For some of you, you don't have the direction of where you're going. You don't have the goal set for, this is how I want to be. This is how I want to talk. This is how I want to treat people, right? That's considered to be your character. That's your attitude, right? Character sharpens character. I know for some of you says iron sharpens iron. Well, for this feed line, you've been taught that character sharpens character, and your attitude is what's going to shape your environment. For some of us, we don't have the right attitude because we don't have a specific idea of what we're looking for. For some of us, your mind is stuck to the past. Your mind is either in the past or your mind is either in the future, but you missing the right now. So when I come to talk to you, I'll look to ground you so that we can establish a connection. If we get a grounded connection, then we can get this connectivity can lead to activity. When that thing light up just like a Wi-Fi signal, then guess what? We start receiving power from the universe, vibe, spirit, call it what you want to call it. All right. I have all sorts of people, friends, family, chiming into this feed line. I'm grateful. Ministers, teachers, principals, superintendents, people that sits in high positions, even elders are on this feed line. And I'm grateful that you guys allow me to do what it is I have to do. And out of respect, I just pray for, just ask that peace and blessings continue to overtake you, right? Peace and blessings continue to overtake you as you being you. What's going on? Hello, I'm good, Miss Williams. Let's go and get into this thing. So you guys got the fast for tomorrow. I will recap on that. 12 to 12, 6 to 6. Sorry, 6 to 6 liquid only. That'll be tomorrow, every first of the month. First 5 months, of course, is thank you because we already passed those 5 months. But then moving forward, think about your July, think about your August, think about your September. Those are the months ahead of you, right? For some of you, the only way to predict what the future going to hold for you is what you do right now, what you do today. So that's why I asked that we at least put something on it. What's going on, Miss Scott? We at least put something on it for my entrepreneurs. What's going on, Nikki? I have much character, but my heart. Okay, well, listen to me. We're going to override your heart. I trust and believe me. I have the perfect formulas to make that thing happen for you. So just listening in on this feed line, we're going to get to that. In order to have an outer condition, you must first have an inner concept. I just helped Nikki right there. In order to have an outer condition, you must first have an inner concept. For some of us, we don't have an inner concept. AJ, what does that look like? I'm glad you asked. How do you see yourself? We have to do the internal work. Internal starts within ourselves. I know now it's kind of shifting and moving because I think just people just be coming on my feeds and they just hearing stuff. But all of a sudden, it's like everybody now like, oh, self this, self-love, self-worth. If it was so easy, anybody can throw a word out there. For some of us, we have followed people and they had nothing to offer us other than the latest slogan or some little cliche or something. And we just was gone in the wind with them, not knowing where we going. For me, I don't look to be perfect. I look to be real. I believe that if you real and you can see my heart, then it will heal your heart. I believe if you see my passion, it will fuel you. Now, for some of you, your feelings and emotions, I spoke this last week in the recap. Your feelings and emotions should be in your pocket, but at some point, I'm going to ask you to bring them out because it's going to be needed to manifest what you're desiring. Your feelings and your emotions is used to manifest what you desire. Once it shows up, it's going to be used for that right there. Your feelings and emotion is the fuel for what you want or where you going. What I mean by that is, if you participate in something, whatever it is, that's something that you're participating in, your feelings and emotions should already be rigged up. It should already be excited, not for them, but for what you're about to do that benefits everybody else. See, sometimes it's not about you and the person you in this relationship with. Sometimes it's about you, the person that you in this relationship with, but the people that sees you around you. See, sometimes it's the ones that's watching you end up getting an example by watching you. Some of you, you don't believe you the teacher, but you are. Every post that you post, somebody's watching you. Every time you step outside, people looking at you. They looking at your hair. They looking at your smile. They looking at your clothes. They looking at your shoes. They looking at everything you do. Some people, I used to believe they just look for the worst in me. They look to find anything. I leave out one letter in a word. Somebody's messaging me. You spelled this wrong. You spelled that wrong. Put a period there. Hey, listen, I'm not really here to flex my education, okay? I believe that Jesus might have spelled a lot of things wrong too. Let's just be clear about that. Nobody said he had a PhD or any of these people in the Bible had PhDs, and yet they name going on and on, changing and affecting people's lives. Okay, so let's just be clear about that. Everybody that's wondering are not lost. Some people that wonder are not lost. They know exactly where they at and what they doing. I just only ask that you keep your eyes on where it's supposed to be for you, and we'll get there. I have to close out something that I started last week. I was talking, I'm gonna go real quick to that one because I don't want to get stuck and spend too much time on this Memorial Day type of holiday, you know, especially when Memorial Day is really for like the people that fought on behalf of the country, or the people that fought, right? Or to me, I believe Memorial Day is you dying of your old self. And some of you fought to be who you are today. So your memorial service is actually for who you used to be. So if you was cooking hot dogs, I don't care if you cooked anything today, you made some oodles and noodles today, guess what? You was recognizing that the old you had to die at some point, and the new you is in play right now. So I believe that's memorial, right? Let's have a service for what was. Let's have a service for what you used to do. The little thought in you, the little ratchet little dude, right? The little guy that was running around here, the manipulator, the liar, right? Let's have a service for him. The one who thought they knew what they was doing, but come to find out it actually did not work, right? And I could tell you where it did not work, because for some of us, as you saw in my title, I would rather have the work at this point with no title than to sit here and have a title with no work. That's for some of us, right? No work, no substance. That means you ain't got nothing, but you walking around here with a title. And that's the relationship some of you still in right now. You want a title more so than you want the work. Yeah, but I don't have this. Some people, you know, but I don't have a ring on my finger. Like, when did it come about the ring? How about, but you have the Lord, right? I think that's all you need. Won't you ask him for a ring? If not, ask him for the money, go buy your own ring. But you want somebody to give you something. Then you want to put the value on what they gave you. Ain't that something? But what about, do respect mean anything to you? What about if somebody brought respect to you? They brought peace in your life. They brought understanding. They brought knowledge. How much value can you put on that? Probably none, because some of us, we are so undervalued because they want us to go into our little wallets, right? My mom, she used to go in her little bra and pull out her little money and pay things. Be like, Mama, that money's sweaty, all that, you know, saying something like, go in, the cat just gonna go up in here and you give her some. Soon as you give her some, she put it straight up in there. She just cock it on up in there. You know what I'm saying? And again, we talking value, right? We talking value. Some of us, again, I will repeat, I would rather have the work with no title than to sit here with a title with no work and no substance. And that's why a lot of people loses their lives, or they end up messing up somebody else's life. I heard a comedian say, you know, there's different levels to your life. And some of us, we meet people on a certain level, and that was the level that they were stuck on. That's the level that they had. And you end up marrying that man on that level, and you ain't going no further. But he said you should have been there temporary on that level, just temporary with them on that level, and say, listen, I'll be back, but I got other levels in life to with myself. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we should have a full life. Let me see all my sides. Let me see my ups and my downs before I sit here and try to get it to somebody else. Let me learn to enjoy my own laughter, my own voice, my own peace. Let me get my own little, me and my relationship with God ain't been really a long one. God had a relationship with me before I had a relationship with God. God had me, but I didn't really have him like I have him now. You see, when I have him now, I know exactly what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I know my Lord is present, right? And so again, that's why I'm here. I'm here to build you up. I'm here to some people to knock you down, because the lies were some of the ones that somebody else told you, or they never told you anything, and you had to create this thing on your own. Like I said earlier when I started, putting the devil under your feet, and you just walking around here stumping. I got the devil under my feet, baby. And it's like, the devil, then you better lay yourself down there and put your shoes on your own head, because I seen what you did last night, last week, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago. My point that I'm trying to make to you is the more you mature in who you are, the more understanding you get in terms of who you are, the better chances you have when it comes down to keeping it moving. Some of us, we spending too much time in the wrong place. I stated that Memorial Day represent the old you. That's what I like to say. And today we are celebrating the new you, which is today. And how can I bring this thing home before I clear the spirit? Before I clear this recap on the scripture, I bring it home by saying, we made a foundation, right? What's up, Vicky? She's online. Charmaine, she's on deck. Chantel, she's on deck. Oh man, we gonna have a serious one today, y'all. Welcome to this Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is our memorial service for who we used to be, and today we about to be who we being called to be right now. And when we get to who it is going to be in the future, we're gonna have everything we desire because we're gonna manifest that thing. We're gonna manifest the things we need today to get us where we going. We're gonna ask for it. What we looking for is looking for us. What we desires us. It's already made. We just got to make the request, and we need to get the intellect out the way. We need to shift from where we at, and what we have don't have nothing to do with where we going. We will leave anything and everything. For some of us, I'm just going to be a witness right now for myself. I left everything. So I don't have nothing has a hold on me. I know for a fact when I see it, I'm going there, and it's coming to me, and nothing that I have going to help me compute whether or not what's going to happen in my tomorrow can happen or not. Not my past. I don't need nobody bringing up my past. You ain't going to never have nobody. You know, you ain't going to never be with nobody. Nobody never going to want you. You ain't never going to have no money. You selfish. You this, you that. I understand. This is what I heard about me at some point, and I can't tell you who told it or who said it, but I know it had to be somebody that was close. It had to be somebody that I lend my ears to. When you hear me, you better hear you, because we on the same team. There's no one teaching this type of teaching. This is leadership all day, first class. Let's go on a day-to-day basis. We moving forward, and we are here to be prosperous in everything we do and in every area in our life. We don't want the poverty mindset. We don't want the poverty mentality. We don't care about no little funky little money, no little cars, no little jewelry. We don't care about no little alterations. We don't care about none of that, right? You're going to get that anyway. Let's be clear about it. You're going to get things of the world, but that's not our top priority. Let's be clear about that. What does the wealthy look like? I tell you what the wealthy look like. This world is not made, it's being made. Who is it being made by? It's being made by human beings. Well, human beings. Who made human beings? God. And how is God using human beings? There's two ways. He's using human beings for communication, right? But the way they communicate to each other, that's why we're talking, right? So we're growing. And ideas and communications is the two things that God is using through human beings in order to develop this world. Well, this feed line started with an idea, and this idea is called the Mighty Monday Meltdown. Well, when it comes down to your life, let's start with an idea. The idea is that you can have something bigger, you can have something better, and you can have something greater. Now, if you can grab that idea, then let's be clear about something. I need you to understand something. Don't hold on to the idea. Let the idea hold on to you. That means it's going to snatch you. I repeat, for some of you, I'm talking kind of quick, but the spirit moved in me and through me like that. That's the access that I allow it to have. That's my free will. God, if I can go in you and through you to get my heart desires, then you can go in me and through me and affect everybody that's connected to me. Today, I ask that you guys would just connect in this moment. Connect in this moment only so you can get what you need, okay? Get what you need, and it's to God be the glory. My job is done. You got what you need. Your job will be done, and we can keep it moving, because he's going to begin to send people to you that you're going to have to provide for. Okay, so that's why you show up here. That's why we ground ourselves right now. That's why we speak a language that we need to speak right now. God is doing something new. You don't ever want to go where God used to be. I'm telling you, he's right here. He's present right now. So let me say what I said earlier as I built you up, right? Let's go. I said, for some of you that's holding the idea, don't hold the idea. Let the idea hold you. Okay? Bigger, better, greater is calling for you. Right? That means you don't have no other choice. Like, oh, for me, for real? You calling me for it? Like millionaire, like Adonis Johnson. You mean tell me I'm gonna get another chance to sit here and be financially free, right? Where I can just purchase and buy whatever I want to buy, God. You mean tell me you won't give me another chance? Much as I messed up, you gave me many chances. I had a little something, but I tried to go, when I got that little money, I tried to go cop it. I tried to go flip it. I tried to go invest it. I tried to go showcase it. I tried to put that thing in me and then try to put myself on the fashion show runway in the worstest area in the world. Come on now. The worstest community, trying to show off for the worstest people. What do I mean worst people? I mean, people are people. But there's a level to the type of people. I mean, again, you know, if God called them stiff-necked, right? Let's be rebellious people. That's the ones I'm talking about. And when you're trying to entertain rebellious people, they could never value you. So they undervalue you because what they value is what they see. Let's go. For some of you, perception seems like it's winning. All we want to do is, you know, we want to base things according to what we see because we don't take time out to hear. And I've never seen a group of people, right, that you literally, they expect you to, like you owe them something. This is the generation. I'm talking about my generation. Let's not even get to the younger generation right now because I got a conversation for that as well. But for my generation, guys, don't nobody owe you anything. Let's be clear. That's one way we can get free is recognize you don't owe nobody else nothing and nobody owe you anything. You owe yourself everything. You owe yourself another opportunity. Some of you keep asking the wrong people for what you need when you need to be recognized. And why don't you have what you need in order to get where you're going? Because some of us don't know where we're going. You have to have a destination. That's how you activate this power that I'm trying to release to you right now. It's available to you. I want to use it. I'm using it. And if you have me here, then we're using this power today, right? So I want to create this example. It's called the foundation. So I teach you guys about foundation, right? I am my life coach. It's a mindset. That's the human, right? I talked to you early on. I knew I wasn't going to leave that door open. I told you about putting on the full armor of God. Guess what? The full armor of God, you can find that in Ephesians 6:1. It say, put on the full armor of God and stand, right? Right? Put on the full armor, right? So let's just go through it, right? The helmet of salvation, right? That's like something you putting on your head, like boom, the helmet, right? And I used to wonder, like, what is that? What is like the helmet of salvation? And that's knowing, but for some of us, we can't believe that Christ will be our salvation like that because of how it was all set up and how it was all introduced. So I said, the helmet of salvation is I am my life coach, not yours. Right. So for some of us like Sonia and Kat and Tracy and Chantel, even Felicia, well, no, the helmet is I am my life coach, not yours. Because in the world, what we doing, we're manifesting ourselves, self-manifestation. You're going to need some assistance, right? You can't just be in the world talking about putting on the armor, put your armor on. You looking like, is they talking in codes? Like, what the heck is they talking about? Would you tell a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old, shut up and put the armor on? You crying for that milk or that, put that armor on and put your chest out and get back up. You fell off that bike, put your armor on and stick your chest out, right? No, I am my life coach. That's the arm. That's the helmet. Then you talked about the breastplate. The breastplate was righteousness, right? Breastplates of righteousness. So it's almost like you put them over your heart, right? So for on our Invisible Crown Army, we understand put your feelings in your pocket. Why? Because it's not needed. For some of you, you carry your feelings around as if you need to use your feelings for everything. No. And that's why your feelings get hurt. That's why you get smashed a lot of the times. Because you using your fuel improperly, right? You're not using your fuel to get you somewhere. You're using your fuel so you can sit here and run out of gas. And now whoever you dealing with, you guys are now on the same level now. So now instead of one clown, right, now you got two clowns. Right? It says turn the other cheek. But since you used all your feelings and emotions, you done ran out. So now you can't even turn. You just stuck in one position like the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz, right? And you need some oil now. Now somebody got to come and oil your butt back up because you done sit here and put your feelings all out here. And then, you know, when it called one of your girlfriends, she answered the phone. She should have not answered you, but she answered anyway. Girl, you ain't going to believe what happened. You going to say what happened. And that goes, two people goes down. Now both people down. Now your finances is down. Now your mind is corrupt. Now your whole body is feeling some type of way. Now you can't pull it together. It happens just just like this. Your belt, the belt of truth, that means I'm here for a good time, not a long time. That's the belt. The belt of truth is God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. That means that's the belt of truth right there. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I ain't got time to be sitting here frustrated and stuff. Then we got the boots of peace. This is the armor we talking about. The boots of peace, right? That means I'm only responsible for what I say, not what you understand. Some of us, we have to learn to say it and keep it moving. But we sit here all day and wrestle back and forth with people because they lack the understanding. So we like, you don't understand this? You don't understand that? Sometimes you got to be like, look, if you don't got it, maybe when I leave, it'll come to you. But as of right now, you just not getting it, right? And then you got the shield, which is the sword. The sword is the word. The sword is the word. And the shield is the shield of faith, right? To block the arrows. Well, the sword in the shields is the invisible crown. That's your character and your attitude, so God can be visible now. In my example, that's how you put the armor on with all those things. It's a mindset, it's an attitude, and it's a way that you carry yourself, which will be your character. For some of us, it's just like a house with the foundation. Your house is a house, but what I have discovered is that we're not being good over the services that runs the house. See, some of us, we know that this is the temple, this is the body of God, but you're not good over the services. For some of us, you still lost on what I'm saying, right? So watch this. With your house, you have electricity. But for some of us, like me, my mama taught me something that I still do to this day. Don't cut all these lights on in this house. Some of you leave the lights on in your house, right? You leave the lights on in your house, which means your bills is running up. For me now, to this day, my bathroom, my toilet, it runs, right? So if I leave it on, my toilet will run like, and I have to go turn it off. Now, I should get somebody to come out and fix this. But what's happening is running up my water bill. So when I go pay my water bill, when I should be paying $150, it ends up being $350. On my other toilet, because I got 2 bathrooms, in my other toilet, when I flush the toilet, the chain get caught, so the water just run again. What am I saying to you? These is services that goes with my house. Well, let's go with you. For some of you, you are good. Your body is good. You look good. Some of you really do look good. Let's be clear about this. You look good. I ain't gonna lie. But your mouth is your problem. You talk the way you talk, and you talk too much. That's a service that you give it right now. If God zap your service of communication where you can't talk, then you will really be off the chain, but you ain't saying nothing. If we had a 1,000-minute pack that says you only can talk 1,000 words or something, I know I won't have no minutes. My minutes will be gone about 10 minutes. Like somebody, could you go give me a prepaid card so I can talk, right? Let's be clear. So your services, for some of us, we don't know how to serve others, right? So guess what? That's a service, just like a house. Gas. You need gas in order to run a house. So this is what the Spirit is showing me, is that we're not good over the services for the house. You have the house. Some of you got your relationship you in. You got your eyes on the target. You good. But guess what? Your services, you don't add nothing to what it is you live with. You don't add no water, like hot water or hot water tank or those things. So you got a house with no water. You got a house with no lights. You got a house with with no garbage, no waste disposal. So all your garbage is sitting in the back, which cause raccoons and everything to come up and all around your house. Now, what am I saying? I'm saying we have to watch the services. Suzette Carthorne, what's going on? Look at Kizzy on deck. So I wanted to give you guys that. Now let's go ahead into this word and let's chop a little bit. Last week, I left you guys at Mark 4, right? I'm going to bust this one down, then I got something new to go into. Mark 4, I was talking about how Jesus was talking to his disciples, and we was talking about how he was sowing them seeds and how those seeds was dropping in different places and things like that. But I wanted to point your attention to some of the seeds. It says the first seed that fell, right? The first seed that fell along the path, the birds came and ate it up. My point was that I wanted to make is that whatever seed that got taken supposed to produce something. It says another seed it did not grow because it fell in some rocky places, right? That means you guys, as a farmer, you putting stuff in rocky places. That means you not doing the work before you try to have something with somebody. Make sure you do the work. Remember, I said I'd rather do the work before you give me a title, then give me a title. And now some of us don't have to work. Like, I'm sure some of you on this feed line, you done got you a title, or you want you a title, but you still don't know what you want to be doing or should be doing. Some of us, you ain't doing anything. You don't have no substance, and you don't have nothing to back up anything that you say. That's why you shouldn't be saying nothing. But you saying everything because you got the title, you got a badge, but you don't have no work, right? So he said that these seeds fell in rocky areas. It sprang up quickly, but the soil was shallow. Didn't I just tell you? No work, so you shallow. Your self-confidence, you don't really have a lot of confidence because you only have confidence in what you create, what you build, what you work for, what you do. But to sit your butt there in somebody's life like a mannequin, you ain't done nothing, okay? You ain't done nothing. I can move you here, you can move here, because you ain't done nothing. Let's just be clear about it. You have value when you add value. You have value when you add value. Come on, Vicky. I know you like that one. That was good. It says, because the sun came and the plants were scorched, and they withered because they did not have no roots. Stop right here. Listen to me, you guys. I thank you guys for sharing the feeds. The feeds needs to go out. If you can share the feeds, that'll be wonderful. If not, don't worry. Let's continue to enjoy this memorial service for who we used to be. I believe that if you stay rooted on this feed line, especially when I close us out, that you will be somebody that you wasn't when you came in. I believe your transformation can happen just that quick, right? So it says that it was shallow, and the roots was not, it had no roots. Remember, these seeds that was dropping, supposed to produce something. What am I saying, ministers? What am I saying, Catherine? What am I saying, Robin? Right? This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that if something was supposed to grow and it did not grow, I want to know what was that's supposed to grow. What is it that I'm missing? Right? It's almost like having the 26 characters of the alphabet. If you're missing 5 letters, then you don't have all the alphabets. You're missing something. You're looking like, what am I missing? A, B, C, D, E, G, H. Wait a minute, I'm missing F. Where my F at? Some of you're missing some things to make you who you supposed to be. I feel like we should go find those things. I feel like we should go work to restore the areas and the things that we should have. If we would have planted it right, it would have grew something. What was taken? Was it an orange tree, an apple tree, a peach tree? Because some of us, we can use an apple tree. Some of us, we can use a watermelon tree or something, right? We can use some cucumbers or something in this garden. But unfortunately, somebody else took that, and we need to replace that was taken. We, you, me, need to replace what was taken, right? So I explained that. I wanted to just put the capping on this real quick. Sun came up. Verse 9. Then Jesus said, whoever has ears, let them hear. Whoever has ears, let them hear. Listen to me, you guys. I love to work with your mind, right? I call myself a transformation coach because I believe that I can help you mentally restructure and calibrate your mind so you can get the results that you desire to have. One thing I'm feeling a pull with is just to let you understand that if you're thinking about your future, then that's what caused the anxiety. So for some of you, when you feel like something is about to happen, you feel like you're about to take a test, you feel like you're about to do something, anxiety will start speeding your heart up, and you'll start feeling like, man, I don't know what I'm doing, getting all jittery and stuff. Because anxiety, that's why it leads to an anxiety attack. Because your mind is way in the future, and you done left this body. For others, your mind is stuck in the past. That leads to depression. Depression is birthed from your past, not your present. It's your past. But what I look to do is release you from anxiety, release you from depression, and put yourself right here, dead on. Time out. We on a battlefield. This battlefield is called life. Whose life? Your life. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I Am My Life Coach is the self-manifestation tool that we using. Invisible Crown Army is them angels that encamps around us, that spiritual protection that we need, that provides us with the purpose in order for us to fulfill what we set out to do. So I wanted to make sure I kick that in there to you, right? He said, let those whoever have ears, let them hear. Everybody ain't gonna hear. Come on, y'all. Everybody ain't gonna hear, but some people gonna hear, right? He told them, listen to verse 11. He told them the secrets of the kingdom of God has been given to you, but those that's on the outside, everything will be said in parables. So for some of you, I understand why you like all this other stuff, this love, whatever you get. But for some of you, you're going to get some ingredients. It's going to be ingredients straight off the press, coming straight from the spirit. And when you hear it, you just grab it and write it down. You grab it and write it down. So I got that part out the way. That was the recap for last week. Let's go ahead and bust this thing for this today, right? So I'm excited about this word I want to give you guys. John 8. John 8. Can y'all journey to John 8 with me, please? John 8 with me. Let's go. John 8. John 8. What's going on, everybody? Peace and blessings. Hey, Suzette. Suzette lived in the same building with me, you guys. She stayed on the first floor. I stayed on the second floor. 1 bedroom. My mom, Carrie J. Suzette saw Carrie J in her days. You hear me? Carrie J has always been Carrie J. And we lived in that 1 bedroom. Suzette and them had the 2 bedroom. No, they had a 3 bedroom. I had a 1 bedroom, and it was 7 of us living in there. Okay. Carrie made it work. Let's be clear. Verse 8. John 8, verse 12. You guys listen to me real quick. Peace and blessings. I don't ever want to lose anybody in understanding of why I use scriptures to assist me in helping you as well as myself. First off, it's not just about you, it's also about me. 2, I love using the word because the word uses me. It helps me to see things in a different way, a different format, and it allows us to advance. So I want to let you guys know why I bring the scriptures out, because it gives us a chance to look at the same thing, right? There's no other group like us, you guys. No other group. This is it, as I'm getting ready to slim us down and close us down. So let me just flip this back. Yeah, we on John 8. John 8, verse 12. Listen to this. When Jesus spoke again to the people, he said, I am the light of the world. Listen to that. That's Jesus talking. Jesus knew who he is, right? Listen to this. Watch this. He said, whoever follow me will never walk in darkness. Can any one of you say to yourself, whoever be your friend, they'll never be in darkness? If you my friend, you'll never not thirst for no water, because I'll make sure following me, you got that. Don't worry about no money, because you're going to have money as well being my friend. Some of you're going to have peace being around me. You follow me, you're going to have peace, you're going to have money, you're going to have understanding, you're going to have knowledge, you're going to have everything you need. Are you ready to say that? You should be, because that's what it's coming down to. If God gonna use anybody, I think he gonna use you. That's why I am my life coach. God, you can use me. Let's be clear about this, right? But you got to own it. You got to believe it, right? Jesus is showing you this, right? Everything I'm saying, he's showing it to you. Watch this. Whoever follow me will never walk in darkness. That goes self-confidence right there. Self-confidence. Come on, y'all. Look at that. Watch this. But will have the light of life. Some of you ain't had the light of life, because we ain't even addressed your life. Let's go ahead and look at this thing from another angle. In your past, nobody never addressed your past, because you never was ready to address it. You were never wondering, like, why am I stuck here? Your girlfriend like, girl, I tried to tell you he ain't the one. Like, girl, I thought you was hating on. Girl, he wasn't the one. He tried to talk. I had his number in the bathroom. Let's be clear about it. You know what I mean? Me and him was talking. I tried to tell you, but you was so this way. I just let it be. You know what I'm saying? What am I saying? Is that we in another space right now, you guys. This is a new point in time. This is the time where we just got to grow up to ourselves right now. This is self-improvement. This is the self-improvement project right now. This is the time where you got to inspire yourself. You got to motivate yourself. You got to help yourself get to where you need to be. Listen to this. The Pharisee challenged him. Stop. Isn't this amazing that somebody's going to always challenge you with being you? This is why a lot of us is cuckoo have crazy right now. It's because every time we wanted to do something for ourselves, somebody has something to say. Like, you sure you want to do that? It was like, I was already doing it before you said something, but now I got to think about it. Like, why? You see something wrong with what I'm doing? Now we listening to somebody else's opinion about something they shouldn't have even a say-so with. This is my life, my choice. That's my business. Whatever I do is my business. The consequences goes to me, not you, at the end of the day. But watch this, you guys. Pharisee challenged him. Here you are, appearing as your own witness, your own testimony is not valid. Stop right here. I tell you guys my testimony all the time. I tell you guys, hey, I'm a witness. God is real. God is amazing. He sent his son into the world to help us with us. He could help you if you become you. For some of us, you still ain't honoring who you are. Some of that mess you've been in, some of the situations you've been in, or some of the things you've been through, you made them choices. You manifested that situation. Don't sit here and talk about it now. Talk about, man, I ain't got time for no, you better make time for that right there. Make time for what you was in and just realize it was immature, right? We was undeveloped. We didn't have what we need, and it just didn't work. You got to go back and change your confessions. For some of us, you done confessed the wrong stuff out your mouth. You done put somebody else's name on your mouth that God sent to help you. You talking about this person sent by God to assist you. Now you want to talk about the help. Man, I ain't got time for no nigga. He's sitting here and all this and I don't play games. Your God sent him. But it wasn't him that was the problem. It really was you that was the problem, because the only one that's acting out in this way that's so boisterous about how everything happened would be the guilty person. That would be you. Change your confession. We can fix this thing. Watch this, you guys. She said she had a broken heart. I'm going to help her fix it. Watch this. Jesus, right? But this is what we're talking about. John 8. Where we at? We in verse 13. They wanted to challenge him. They said, here you are appearing as your own witness. AJ, guilty. Your own testimony is not valid. They're going to tell me my story. I'm telling y'all ain't valid. AJ ain't been in no coma. AJ ain't been in no psych ward. AJ ain't had millions of dollars. AJ ain't had no real estate. He ain't own no 19 businesses. He don't drive no Bentley. He don't have nothing. He don't own anything. AJ is a bum, right? Okay. Verse 14. Jesus answered, even if I testify on my own behalf, my testimony is valid. Come on, y'all. For some of you, you got to testify on your own behalf. And I'm just trying to help you. Come on, Sonia, you hear me? You got to remind yourself as well as those that are around you. Because when you say, I am my life coach, who can argue with you when you ready to become you? Who can argue with your story when it's really your story? And you can care less about who don't want to hear it, who don't want to listen to it. Some of you, you've been dragged through hell. You done been through hot water. You done been betrayed. You done been misled. You done been abused mentally, physically, spiritually, financially abused, okay? Abused. That means you should have a lot more. And people, places, things, the world, the leaders have done you super wrong, okay? And today, you stand in the gap on your own behalf. You don't need no lawyer today. You don't need nobody to advocate on your behalf today. I'm finna prove it to you. Jesus, on verse 14, answered, even if I testify on my own behalf, my testimony is valid. There you go. I like that. Listen to this. For I know where I came from and where I am going. Stop right there. Some of you, you know where you came from, but I'm here to help you understand where you going. Let's be clear. Jesus know where he came from and he know where he going. Today we know where we came from and today we know where we going, because going back the opposite way is not an option. To go back to what I used to be with is not an option. To be who I used to be is not an option. To be at the bottom is not an option, right? They say it's lonely at the top. Hey, it's lonely at the bottom. People will come together, put money together, meet together, spread the word to bury your butt. They will put money together, GoFundMe money to put your butt in the grave, but they will not come together, put money up to support your business, they won't even share your work. You can look good. They won't even share your picture, even though what you said up top in the caption was amazing, right? Like, wow, that's amazing. I'm happy that that's my friend. I'm happy I know him. That's my bro right there. AJ the Wildfire. AJ, I am my life coach. Man, let somebody say something about that dude. It's going to be on. Why? Because I feel that, man, that person's presence. We like this, okay? We like this. Monday Meltdown, I'm there. I'm posted. Some of y'all, you got to understand, this is where we been and where we going. Listen to this. Verse 15. You judge by human standards. Some of you are guilty right here. You judge people by human standards. You got to get over that. We don't even need to judge nobody, because we probably used to do the same thing and we probably was worse. Okay? So we shouldn't be judging nobody right now, because if we're judging people, that means we're not doing what we should be doing. Okay? Only way to judge somebody is to not see them at all, because you're too busy doing what you need to do in order to become who it is he's calling you to become. Let's go. So he said, you judge by human standards. I pass judgment on no one. That's Jesus. Come on now, how many of you to say, I judge no one? I judge no one. Y'all see that? Y'all hear that? Watch this. But if I do judge, there you go. Come on, Jesus, you better tell us something. If I do judge, my decisions are true, because I am not alone. I stand with the Father who sent me. Come on, y'all. Some of you, get your confidence up. Come on, Felicia, Sonia, Tamika, don't you play with me today. I make my decisions and my choices because God told me what it is I need to do. I know what I know because the spirit that's in me that works with me told me to do it just like this. So for some of us, we don't have to repeat the same foolishness, because some of us, we don't need it. This ain't karma that's working. This deja vu. We done seen this before. Some of us, we shouldn't fail another lesson. This ain't karma like, oh, this is me. Something I did in my past coming back on me. No, this ain't your past coming back on you, boo. This another test of the same test that you done failed 60 times, okay? Can you pass it this time? Some people in your life, just so you could pass the test, then they got to let you go, or you're going to let them go because you don't need them no more. Some of you holding on to the wrong thing. Let them go. Pass this test and watch how these doors open up for you. Watch this, you guys. He said, but if I do judge, my decisions are true because I'm not alone. I stand with the Father who sent me. In your own law, it is written that the testimony of two witnesses is true. Stop. This is Jesus talking. Chris, he says, Tamika, in your own law, not my law. You get this? Jesus, for y'all, relationship. Y'all get it? Relationship, Jesus, religion, church. Your law says you need two people in regards to a witness. That's your law. That's not my law. Jesus said that in verse, what verse is that? Verse 17. In your own law, it is written. He knew their laws. Ain't that something? It's in your own laws, it is written that the testimony of two witnesses is true. I am who I testify for myself. He says, I testify for myself. My other witness is the Father who sent me. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't see this? You got to see this. This is I Am My Life Coach and Invisible Crown all day together as one. This is the working of the Spirit, you in the Spirit, and the Spirit in you. This is this is your Father talking to you now. This is your Heavenly Father talking to you now, letting you understand what you do is what you do. And when you have to express yourself to anybody, he didn't come against them. They was coming against him. Some of you better watch who you coming up against, okay? Get out of our way. We got work we have to do. We have to not only build this house, but we have to make sure that the services that provides the heat for this house, the light for this house, and everything else for this house is working properly right now. We have to do this, right? I told a person last week, inside of the when I was on the panel 2 weeks ago, they said, why do people cheat? Why do people cheat? Why do people cheat? I said, because they're not clear with their own dreams. They don't have a plan for their own goals. They forget what they thought their life should look like. They didn't use their imagination long enough to say, this is what I see, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to have. And they remember that, and then they have to take the necessary steps to manifest that. But since people don't have a clear understanding of what they desire, they cheat and go across the field, cut across the corner, right? They get the right now, but not understanding we should be looking at life like longevity. Some people you got to look at for the rest of your life. I got to live with your bad habits. I got to live with your mouth. I got to live with your insecurity. I got to live with you being in denial, right? I don't have time to be pretending. And I recommend that you don't pretend either. What we can do is practice for the best. Fall back in love with your dreams and plan, right? Most people fail because they have unrealistic expectation and they did not plan to succeed because they didn't take their time out to make things happen. So as I close out, you guys, let me switch my music. And I'm going to close out with that scripture, which I just said, but I got to put the ending on it. I am so grateful for you guys, man. In this Memorial Day time. Y'all know I got to let my girl bring us home. Yes, God. There you go. Listen to this. He said, so in verse 18, Jesus said, I am who testifies for myself. My other witness is the Father who sent me. That means I know what I come here to do. If you follow me, you never got to want for nothing, because all we have to do is ask for what we need and he will provide it. Some of you have not asked, so you have not received, because no one really stood there with you to make it happen for you. You have to be clear on what it is you're desiring right now at this point. Nothing's going to fall out the sky for you. Your mind is doing what your mind's supposed to do. It's moving, right? But there's 3 stages. One stage is unconsciously. For some of us, our mind is just doing what it want to do, and we just doing whatever our mind want to do. Unconscious thinking, unconscious thoughts. Then there's something called higher self. That's your conscious thoughts. That's your I am my life coach. I said what I said. I did what I did. I meant what I did. That's it. So what? I don't care. And that's beautiful, because you're right. You are your life coach, and you can do what you want to do. I should be able to do what I want to do as well. You can. That's right. And the third one is your subconscious mind. That's where the data is held at. Subconscious mind is where your habits is at. That's the stuff that you just do out of human nature. And you need to rewrite a lot of that stuff, right? So let's go ahead and close this thing out. Verse 19. Then they asked him, where is your father? Ain't that something? Questioning me. This is why I don't really like these questions like this. They asked him, where's his father? Listen to what Jesus said. You don't know me or my father. Ain't that something? You are a Pharisee, you a PhD, you a teacher, and you questioning me on how I'm getting my information, because I'm more confident in who I am, because you too busy thinking you are prideful because you teaching thousands of other people and your congregations is 5,000 members or 12,000 members. Guess what, you guys? God only was looking for the one, and that was you. And he wants you to first grab you, save yourself. That's what makes you save. Then you can save your children because they're going to be watching you. Then you're going to make an impact on your family because you bring the value up. Then you're going to help every area around you because you're going to class it up, because you're going to be driving a nice car through the area now. You're going to be living in a good community now. When you dress, you're going to have a good image now, and people are going to draw on to you just to find out who you are. Because the glory going to be sitting on you. It's going to be sitting on you, working with you, and it's going to be assisting you. Now, keep that in mind, because you have to ground yourself to that and hold that in your pocket. Listen to this. Jesus told him, you don't know me or my father. Listen to this. Jesus replied, if you knew me, you will know my father also. For some of you, I done cried on this feed line. I done begged on this feed line. Yes, God. I done begged out to God, hollered out to God. God, I need you. We need you. We need you in ways that we can't even describe. For some of us, God, we don't even know where to start right now. Some of us, we've been receiving so many things, blessings seen and unseen. You've been working miracles on our behalf for a long time. We ain't even said thank you. We didn't even know what to say. God, you continue to do it for us, provide for us, put everything we need in perfect place. In the perfect place, you give us the perfect peace, and we still don't say thank you for that right there. But God, we're grateful that even though we want to be where you are, God, we're grateful that you sent your son to come be where we are right now. And wherever we at right now, God, it is a party, it's a celebration, because you are placing your presence there. And when your presence is there, things happen. We change. Our way of thinking change. Our life change. Our hearts open up. God, we feel a lot better right now because you're fueling us up. You're refreshing us and you adjusting us so that we can be better. We can do things that when other people see us, they see you, and that is you, God. We're grateful that you're speaking. You're speaking right now. We can hear you loud and clear. We say thank you. Our minds say thank you. Our hearts say thank you. Our finances, if we ain't got a dime, it still is able to say thank you. Everything we got, say thank you. Our walk, say thank you. Thank you, God, because without you, we'll be nothing. Without you, we wouldn't know who we are. Without you, it wouldn't be a reason to repent. Without you, it wouldn't be no conviction. Without you, there wouldn't be no correction. We thank you, God, that we're not condemned because today you're reviving us. You're renewing us and you're restoring us for something greater. And for that right there, we give you glory. Come on, y'all. This is our memorial. We're going to the hook right now. He's providing for us right now. He's giving us insight. He's giving us vision. Come on now. He's giving us the ability to see again through dreams. Some of us that's wondering, you ain't lost. You frown today. Find your way back to your position. Hold your position. Mount up. We moving forward tomorrow. God's will, God's way. We'll be fasting from 6 to 6, liquid only. Come on, y'all. We got to get through the rest of this thing. In 2 months, we'll be at the number 8. The number 8 will be the new beginning. We got to get to that mountain. We got to get to that mountain. We got to get to them Leos, and we got to climb that mountain. Come on, y'all. Yeah. Well, that's what he said. That ain't what I'm saying. That's what he said. Don't sit here and hold the idea. Let the idea hold you. If God can do this thing, he can do it in you and through you. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen for you. Okay? It's going to happen for you. Jesus just proved that to you. Listen to this. He said, if you knew me, you knew my Father also. He spoke these words while he was teaching. He spoke these words while he was on the Monday meltdown. He spoke these words while he was teaching in the temple. He spoke these words while they in a place where they was putting their offerings at. Ain't nobody asked you to offer anything but a thank you. Thank you. Yet no one seized him because his hour had yet come. Thank you, guys. Man. Y'all, we're going to be fasting tomorrow. That's it. YouTube, I'm grateful for each and every last one of y'all that joined on. We right on time. We right on point. I'm going to skip up real quick. Look, and I just want you guys to take a look at John 8, right? And just to show you a little bit something about this law thing. John 8:3 teaches that a lot of Pharisees, they brought in a woman caught in adultery. Stop. You see, sometimes people can bring you in to trial because they talking your business. Some of you're going to have to shut your mouth up, okay? You talk too much. Let's go. What's up, Marie? You're going to have to close your mouth because somebody going to drag you in and they praying against you. Somebody told me, I'm praying against you, right? You don't want to mess with me. Do you know what it means to pray against somebody? That means not to pray for them at all. That's how you pray against somebody. Don't pray for them at all. You ain't asking for nothing for them. But you think you got witch powers that you can literally bring down a house that you didn't put up? You better think again, okay? The foundation. They brought this woman who was caught in adultery. They made her stand. They made her stand. Some of you, people don't even have to make you stand nowhere. You just walk your butt on in there. What y'all want with me? Hey, listen. Woo! Listen to this, and before a group, and said to Jesus, teacher, this woman caught in the act of adultery. She caught in the act, like somebody got the time to be judging you. If you was minding your business, you wouldn't be in mine. Come on, y'all. Y'all ain't ready for the truth right now. In the law of Moses, now here go the law. This is what they teaching. The law commanded us to stone this woman, such a woman. What was the man at? Well, the man wasn't a part of this flock. He wasn't a part of this organization. He wasn't a part of the I Am My Life coach. He wasn't a part of the Invisible Crown Army. So he didn't have these privileges. Some of you, you got privileges, right? I'm going to prove it to you. That's why I'm going a little longer, 5 minutes. It says, now, what do you say? Now, keep in mind, they got her because they grabbed her because she put herself under the law that they have. That's why they upholding a law. But why are the people of the law talking to Jesus, right? So listen to this. What do you say? This is this. They were using this question as a trap in order to have a basis for accusing him. You see, some of you just try to accuse people of something. So again, you ask these questions so you can have a reason to accuse. Oh, he's this here. Oh, he's this here. I'm not doing anything but trying to help you be better. That's it. If you think you can be better, then you can be better. If you think you can do more, then you can do more. I'm just here to assist with that. That's it. Where is the wrong in that? So listen to this. But Jesus bent down and started to write on the ground with his finger. When they kept on questioning him, you mean tell me they was bugging him, asking questions after questions after questions? Come on, Ms. Williams, you hear me. Alicia just joined in. They kept asking him all these questions, right? He straightened up. Some of you, I want you to straighten up right now. Listen to this. And said to them, let any one of you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her. Here's my point, Chris. Here's my point, Janine. He straighten up because his mind, this ain't about leaning to your own understanding. This is about standing on a clear understanding. Let me see those that is without sin, right? If she made any type of mistake, then it's okay, I get that. But let me make sure you are willing to own up to your mistakes as well. They said, let those who has a sin, let them throw that stone first. Again, he stooped down, wrote on the ground. At this point, those who heard began to go away one at a time. One at a time, meaning you all don't walk together. This is a one at a time thing. You get it first, then somebody else get it. You get the finances, then somebody else get it. You get the healing, then you can heal somebody else. You get delivered, then you can deliver somebody else. It got to hit you first. Stop playing with this thing called life. It says one at a time. Right? Dropping their stones, they walked away. Listen to this. And they left her, right? The woman standing there. Jesus straightened up and asked her, woman, where are they? Has no one condemned you? You see, only people, they try to condemn you. But Christ, Jesus, he said, he'll convict you to correct you. No one, sir. That's relationship. I told you, if I can't talk to you, without no relationship, there'll be no communication. He asked you, did anybody condemn you? Did anybody stop you from going forward? Did anybody stand in the way of you going to your next level? And everybody on this feed line said, no one, sir. She said, then neither do I condemn you. Because if you condemn yourself or you let some other people condemn you, then technically there's nothing I can really do for you because your freedom, your will has believed the things that your past has taught you. So your will is with your past and your will really should be with your future. You get it? And so what the future said to her, he asked her that question. She said, no, sir. He said, then neither do I. So you see that? Did they condemn you? No. Did they hurt you? No. Did they keep you? No. They put a gun to your head and make you marry them? No. Did they sit here and get you to do anything you didn't want to do? No. Then neither do I. Let's keep it moving. What did he tell her? Jesus declared, go now and leave your life of sin. You got that? Confidence. Bigger, better, greater. That's it. That's it, you guys. I'm done. Ignorance lose, knowledge wins. Peace and blessings. I see you guys on the next battlefield at the next point. Don't forget about the fast from 6 to 6. YouTube, that's our time. Peace and blessings to y'all. Man, I forgot I left y'all on. Ain't that something? I normally cut y'all off. Listen to this.